Mm-hmm.
Also, sometimes it's very difficult to see, like, at least for myself, to see when one makes offenses. So then, could one take as another measurement stick is how much one does for the spiritual master. That shows if one is on the right path.
That's the only measurements. Well, that's not the only. There's Guru, Shastra, Sadhu. But we can know that we are advancing in Krishna consciousness if we are pleasing spiritual master. Because spiritual master, Shastra is passive. Shastra is the ultimate standard. But Shastra is passive. Means you have to go to Shastra and read and understand Shastra with your mind. Now if your mind is contaminated, then you may not understand the Shastra properly. This is the problem. Because the Shastra won't speak to you in that sense, you know, like you open the page and then the Shastra starts telling you, you're in Maya. Do you know that? You know? If you're intelligent, you read the Shastra properly, you can understand that, oh, here according to this, I must be in Maya because I've always understood things in another way. So spiritual master, he's active. Like there's book Bhagavata and person Bhagavata. That's the spiritual master. So he's actually there to point it out to us when we cannot see it, that you're in Maya, or you're doing very nicely. So Srila Prabhupada says, especially for the new devotee, neophyte devotee, the spiritual master his position is all important. So Shastra is there and Sadhu is there, but we may misunderstand in our ignorance. So Guru assumes an all-important role to point out our mistakes and our good qualities to us. That we should strengthen our good qualities. That's I mentioned this the other. Chaya bega doin, chaya dosha chodi, chaya guna deha dashi, chaya satsanga. So there's 12 inauspicious things mentioned that spiritual master should help us overcome. The vegas, the passions, in other words, and the faults. 6 kinds of pushings or passions, 6 kinds of faults we have to overcome by mercy of spiritual master. And 6 good qualities and 6 kinds of transcendental association we should cultivate under the direction of spiritual master. So one who's pleasing spiritual master by developing the good qualities and developing good association, then he's safe, he's secure. And one who displeases the spiritual master, then everything finished. That's Yasya Prasada, Bhagavat Prasada. Mm-hmm.
Could you kindly clarify this verse when you mentioned the 2 Bhagavatas? This verse from the Bhagavatam which says that when you serve the book Bhagavatam the person, then practically all anarthas go away, but why is it only practically?
Yes, because finally it's up to Krishna. That verse, what is it? Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Yasya Prayasya Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu. So the dirty things in the heart become practically nullified. So that means that one can become nicely situated by serving devotee and serving Srimad Bhagavatam. One can become nicely situated in bhakti yoga lifestyle, Vaidhi bhakti, become a regular devotee. But to become fully Krishna conscious, in other words, to ascend to the platform of seeing Krishna face to face, that's up to Krishna. So that, there always remains a little bit of ignorance that separates us from Krishna. No matter how much we do, there will be that little bit of ignorance that only Krishna can remove. And when does he do that? When he feels like it. It's up to him. That has really, that you cannot calculate. That's the x factor, like in a mathematical equation. The factor x, it has no assigned value. You cannot predict it. So it's a matter of Krishna's mercy. Krishna can remove that obstruction, that screen of Maya which separates someone from him. He can remove it immediately in a very unqualified person if he wants. A person who's not even properly situated in the principles of Bhakti Yoga. There have been stories to that effect. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu especially did like this. And then someone who's become very qualified by serving Guru and adhering to Srimad Bhagavatam. He's very purified, very qualified. Still he may not get Krishna's mercy for a long, long time. But the point is, if he's a good devotee, then he accepts that. You read the prayers of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like this nice song, Gopinath. That's the whole expression. He's praying, is it your will to keep your servant in illusion? Is this what you want, O Gopinath? In so many songs, Bhaktivinoda Thakur expresses like that. In any case, I'm your servant. Whatever you want to do with me. You want to keep me in Maya? All right. You want to keep me in material consciousness? What can I do? So such devotee, he remains engaged in devotional service. And this is vipralamba, intense separation. He develops this intense mood of separation from Krishna. And then when Krishna is satisfied, then he reveals himself as to his devotee.